much of memory, that means you are less intelligent. Reading without any interest. You should have the knack of pushing the information from your short-term memory into long-term memory. How to?
Remember everything that is studied.
See, there are a few things which you should understand. There is something called memory and forgetting. Okay? There is a momentary memory. For example, when you are waiting at the level crossing, you see a person somewhere also waiting for the level crossing. But you don't remember his face for a longer period. It will be there only for 2 to 3 seconds. If that person comes to you and tells you that I saw you at the level crossing, you would not be able to recognize him. This is called momentary memory. The second one is short-term memory. You remember it for a short period. Somebody tells you some information and you remember it for a shorter period. Then long-term memory means you remember it for a longer period. There was a patient, there was a patient called Henry Molaison, who was shortly called HM in neuroscience. He had frequent seizures and the neurosurgeon removed his hippocampus. After that, he did not have seizures, but he did not have long-term memory. He would forget whether he had lunch or not, and again he will eat, and in the process he became obese. But he became very intelligent after that. So memory is a setback for intelligence. If you have too much of memory, that means you are less intelligent. Okay. Unfortunately, our system tests only memory and they take it for intelligence. So they found out that hippocampus is responsible for long-term memory. He is still referred as HM in neuroscience. So long-term memory is the most important factor by which you remember certain names, certain addresses, certain faces and certain events. You should have the knack of pushing the information from your short-term memory into long-term memory. Whatever you read today has to be revised frequently to make it enter into your long-term memory. For example, you are in a class, you listen to something on First World War, and if you are able to read that First World War within 9 hours, then it enters into your long-term memory. Why do we forget? There are 3 factors. Decay through disuse. You have a friend, you know her phone number, because every day you will ring her 10 to 15 times. After 4 days, you know the number by heart. So you need not have to refer to the diary and you ring her frequently. Now she changes her phone number because she gets GeoSIM. Now will you be remembering the old number? After some time you will forget it because you don't use it. Decay through disuse. Then distraction. When you are listening to an information, you get distraction. You listen to a beautiful song which comes from the other corner of the room and you don't listen to it properly. That is distraction. The third one is disinterest. Reading without any interest. It also leads to forgetting. So decay through disuse is to be reduced by frequent revision. You should reduce the distractions and you should read with interest. If you read with interest, you will retain it forever.
பேருக்கு பின்னாடி IAS IPS போட்டுக்கிட்டு அந்த குழந்தைகளோடு சேர்த்து அந்த பெற்றோர்களும் தங்கள் வாழ்நாள் முழுக்க சுமந்த ஒரு கனவு கலெக்டர். உங்களுக்குள் ஒளிந்திருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த கனவுக்கு நனவாக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பொன்னான வாய்ப்பை வழங்குகிறது KingMakers IAS Academy வழங்கக்கூடிய ஸ்கிரீன்ல தெரியுற இந்த நம்பருக்கு ஃபோன் பண்ணி உடனே ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணுங்க. உங்களுக்குள் ஒளிந்திருக்கும் அந்த கலெக்டரை கைத்தட்டி சல்யூட் அடித்து வெளியே வரவழைத்து இந்த பாரதத்தை காப்போம்.